this is Brandon.
And this is Rena, and we're here from CCC Maps.
We're going to show you today how to pinpoint a location using the GPS coordinates on your CCC Maps Road Atlas.
And then I'm going to show you how to have your GPS direct you to that location in just a few steps.
Make sure your GPS device is set to Universal Transverse Mercator UTM WGS 84. Divide the grid square into 10 equal parts horizontally and vertically.
Determine your eastings and northings value, and enter the eastings and northings value into your GPS unit.
So first I want to point out that in the book we're using UTM rather than longitude and latitude. The reason for this is that UTM uses meters rather than degrees, and as a result it's much more accurate and more meaningful.
So you'll need to ensure that your GPS device is set to UTM WGS 84 and not latitude and longitude before we begin. Check your owner's manual or help information if you're unsure how to do this.
So for this demonstration we're going to show you how to find the Aboriginal rock art in Pelican Narrows Reserve in northern Saskatchewan. If you're following along in your Saskatchewan Atlas, please turn to page 202 and it's in grid section B2.
To determine the eastings and northings, whose numbers you will input into your GPS device, you need to divide each grid square into 10 equal sections horizontally and vertically.
Now I'm going to draw my grid sections. Since our grid square measures 4 centimeters across, if we divide that by 10, then we get 4 millimeters. So each section should be 4 millimeters. At the starting point, you'll see that it measures 6,110,000 meters north and 630,000 meters east. To determine our easting and northing values, we have to add 1,000 for every grid square we add to our starting point of 630,000 meters east and 6,110,000 meters north.
Now that we've drawn our grid, let's have a look at the POI. As you can see, we have to count over 3 grid sections to the easting to get to the point of interest. So we're going to add 3,000, 1,000 for each grid section to our easting value of 630,000 for a total of 633,000 meters east. Now we are going to do the same to determine the northing value. Starting at 6,110,000, we're going to count over 8 grid sections to get to the point of interest. So we're going to add 8,000 to our starting northing value of 6,110,000 for a total of 6,118,000 meters north.
Now that we've determined that our easting value is 633,000 meters east, and our northing value is 6,118,000 meters north, we can add those to our GPS.
But don't forget to change your GPS device from latitude and longitude to UTM WGS 84 if you haven't already done so. As we're inputting our eastings and northings value, you'll see that the GPS requires a UTM zone. The UTM zone for any CCC GPS compatible road atlas can be found either on the inside of the front cover underneath the legend or on the top of any map page, depending on the product you have. For Saskatchewan, the entire province is projected in UTM Zone 13 North. Depending on your GPS device, the letter of the UTM zone may also be required. Because the point of interest is between 48 degrees north and 56 degrees north, the UTM zone letter is U.
Now you're ready to hit go and have your GPS direct you to the point of interest. And keep in mind that you can do this with anything in the map, including parks, waterfalls, rapids, and even rest stops.
But don't forget, safety first. Always keep your CCC maps on hand in case your GPS device loses signal due to mountains, forests, sunspots, storms, battery failure, or other technical difficulties. It's always a good thing to be prepared. Now you can see what a great team your GPS device
and your GPS compatible road atlas from CCC Maps make.